A Flagstaff resident, Eva Rupert, was on last Sunday's episode of Discovery Channel's Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid is a show where one man and one woman are given the task of surviving in the wilderness for 21 days. NAZ Today's Monae Gunn sat down with Rupert and spoke about her journey in Madagascar.
Hi, today I'm here with Eva Rupert, a Flagstaff resident that was on Naked and Afraid this past Sunday. Hi, Eva, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, how did you even get involved with Naked and Afraid? Was there an audition? How did it go?
It all started when I was walking home from work one day and I got a phone call from a casting agent in LA. So they called me based on information and pictures and course descriptions and write-ups about things that I'd done in the past. They found it on the internet and they just kind of cold called me one day. They were like, "We see what you do and maybe you want to be on this show." And I was like, okay, you know, you don't say no to that kind of thing. So it's been wild, you know, it's been a total wild ride and very serendipitous. It's like, you know, flew to LA a couple times for screen testing and then the next thing I know they're like, "You have 1 week, you're going to Madagascar." And that was kind of how it all played out.
How did you prepare for that?
You know, 15 years of survival experience, 33 years of running around in the woods and having wide eyes and seeking new crazy learning experiences. You know, in the few days that I had before leaving for Madagascar, I laid out in the sun quite a bit, so I made sure I didn't get a sunburn over there. I spun a hand drill, which is a way of making friction fire, rubbing two sticks together pretty much, which we didn't end up using at all. But, you know, it was good to have some calluses built up ahead of time. And then I crammed. I studied as many plants as I possibly could and tried to learn as much as I possibly could about the environment that we were in.
What was Madagascar like?
Madagascar is intense. It's a third world country, first of all, and everything is very remote. It's really hard to travel from point A to point B. And the area that we were shooting, it took us 3 days to get there from the capital of the country. So we were traveling through this whole country, and the place where we were at was really dry, really arid. It was like being in the desert. It was the desert, and it was the hottest, driest part of the year, the very end of the dry season. And there was very little life, very little water. And it was just really, really incredible.
I know you have a charity, a nonprofit, so could you tell me briefly about that?
Yeah, I run a nonprofit called Tiny Bikes Big Change, and we are a fundraising platform for other charities. And so what we do is we do crazy motorcycle adventure rides. We always ride small bikes. Mine is like a 1969 90cc Honda. And they're all these little bitty crazy motorcycles, and we're preparing to ride across the state of Arizona, border to border, from west to east, to raise money for another charity called the Bloodwater Mission, who does water and AIDS work in Africa.
All right, thank you, Eva. I really appreciate you coming in. For more information about Eva's journey in Madagascar and also about her charity, be sure to check out our website, naztoday.com. Thank you.
You're so welcome.